Negosyo, racket, or sideline? Ano man ang tawag mo sa iyong sariling source of income, support namin yan. I'm Roda Castro Kaliwara, your resident Pinay entrepreneur. At ito ang Negosyente. Ang ating Mompreneur of the Week, a very hands-on mom. Mahilig magluto at ginawa niyang negosyo. Pakinggan natin ang kwento ni Menchi. Mga mami, siguradong marami tayong matututunan sa ating super nanay guest sa gabing ito, Miss Menchi Chua. Tama, no? Chua.
Yes.
Instead of Chua.
Yeah, it's Chua actually.
Chua.
Yeah.
Alright. Mench, kumusta ka na? 4 ang anak, 2 apo.
Yes, it's very interesting. I got married when I was 23, and then I had my firstborn at 24.
At meron ka ng mga apo.
Yes, my first granddaughter is a 5-year-old, and then yung second is 3 months old.
Ikaw ba nag-aalaga pa rin ng mga apo? Kagaya ka ba ng mga ibang lola na nakikialam sa pag-aalaga ng kanilang mga apo?
You know, the best part of being a lola, kasi iba eh. You are there to spoil your apos. Unlike yung pag ikaw ang nanay sa mga anak mo, iba eh. So, ngayon ko na-realize yung sinasabi nilang masarap pala ang maging lola.
Oh.
Kasi yun ang iba.
Tell us more about your business naman.
Actually, it's not really a big yan. Parang hobby ko lang actually yun eh. Kasi before, yung mga friends ko, like I have this best friend na, she's now in heaven. Lagi niya sinasabi sa akin, Mench, gawin mong negosyo yan, sayang yung talento mo. Ganyan. Kasi I like cooking for my friends. Talagang pag nagluluto ako sa friends ko at nakita kong talagang kumakain sila at nasasarapan, mas lalo akong na-inspire na So sabi niya, actually, kinausap pa niya noon yung, may kinausap siya, mag-supply ka na. Ma'am, sige na, mag-supply ka sa namin, sa store namin. So every, nag-order na siya.
Kaya eventually naging business na lang talaga.
Parang ganun na rin.
Pero may mga challenges ba, Mench?
Maraming challenges like for pag nagkakasakit ako, kaya minsan nga sabi ko, Lord, please don't let me get sick kasi nga pag ako may sakit, ang feeling ko yung pamilya ko yung abandon sila, ganon. Kasi ako lahat ang
hands-on mom ka.
Yes. Ako talaga yung nagluluto sa kanila. Tulad nga nung nag-aaral yung mga anak ko, yung baon nila, hindi sila kumakain sa kantin. Talagang yung baon nila
So ever since ka na talaga, mahilig ka ng magluto?
Yes.
Ano yung hardest part ng motherhood para sa'yo?
The hardest part is yung ngayong adult na sila. Kasi when they were young, pag sinabi ko sa kanila na this is it, like this, sumusunod na eh. Sabi nga ng daughter ko, Ma'am, iba naman yung panahon nyo noon sa panahon ngayon. Pero iba eh, hindi eh. Kasi pagiging nanay, hindi naman dahil nung ipinanganak ka lang, lumaki ka, tapos na. Dapat hanggang sa pagtanda nyo, nanay pa rin ako. So dapat kung anong sabihin ko sa inyo, dapat nakikinig pa rin kayo. Kasi ako nga, kahit may apo na ako, nung buhay pa ang parents ko, nakikinig ako sa sinasabi nila sa akin. And I miss my mom. Matatapos lang yung pagiging nanay ko sa kanila pag umuwi na ako kay Lord.
And we were talking about the stages kanina. So nasa stage ka pa rin ng coaching sa mga anak mo.
Sa mga anak ko.
Sa pagpapalaki rin nila ng kanilang mga anak. Ito yung mga apo mo.
Yes. Kasi gusto ko rin sa kanila na na kung paano namin sila pinalaki, ganun dapat nila palakihin yung mga anak nila, yung mga apo namin. magkakasama tayo. Di ba? Pagbalik ni Jesus, kailangan makita namin kayo lahat doon. Hindi yung kami lang. Yun ang ano namin sa kanila. Huwag talagang makalimot kay God.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Menchi
Thank you so much.
Chua.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just as there are no perfect businesses, there are no perfect moms also. Pero ang aral na nakuha natin sa kwento ni Menchi, it's never too late to learn and do better. Magbabalik ang negosyante. Staycation para sa mga backpackers at short-term visitors. Ito ang trending at proven effective na business. Madali nga ba? Yan ang tanong. Ito ang kwentong negosyo ni Introverts In.
Hi, I'm Shell Resio. I manage 5 short rentals. It is popularly known as Airbnb or staycation units. I was inspired by the end na nung pandemic, the height of pandemic, and napapansin ko na nagta-travel na uli yung mga tao. So, ngayon, pumunta kami sa Cebu and nag-rent kami ng Airbnb and na-inspired ako na yung mga Airbnb units ay merong kitchen. So, that's the main difference of Airbnb compared to a hotel. So, that's why na-inspired ako na to put up din here in Antipolo. Antipolo, one of the tourist spots din kasi na malapit lang sa Manila. Sakto din dahil yung mother ng business partner ko, kinonvert yung school niya into apartment complex. So, nag-try muna ako ng 2 unit, kaya meron akong modern vintage suite at saka Nordic pad. So, DIY lang siya. Ako lang talaga yung nag-set up. Siyempre, with the help of my team. There's actually 3 sides of challenges when it comes to this business. The first side is yung sa customers. Meron kasi mga guests na hindi nire-respect yung space mo, hindi fina-follow yung house rules. Kaya dapat talaga tinetrain mo rin yung mga staff mo on how to give information to communicate with your guests properly. And the second side is training your staff. Dapat yung paglilinis nila maayos and kung paano mag-accommodate ng guests ng maayos. Napili ko yung negosyo na to. Napili ko siya because it doesn't take too much of my time. Kasi ngayon, siguro naging advantage ko rin when it comes to marketing the business. Before kasi, real estate person din ako. I'm a salesperson. Kaya, alam ko yung mga highly potential na mga places na gawing Airbnb. And one of them is Antipolo. And meron rin akong e-commerce business. Kaya we also do social media marketing for this Introvert In. I just need 2 to 3 hours of my day na ma-manage ko na yung Airbnb. And specifically naman sa mga tips in setting up a rental arbitrage, number 1, you should start in your own neighborhood. Dapat kapag maghahanap ka ng rerentahan mo na space, dapat malapit lang siya sa bahay mo. 1 to 2 hours, mapupuntahan mo na siya kagad kasi hindi mo malalaman magkakaroon ng emergency repairs. And number 2, you should have a marketing plan. Kung sino yung magiging audience mo or ano yung magiging amenities mo, meron ka bang pre-parking, meron ka bang wifi na may offer na mabilis sa mga guests mo, malaki ba yung space, and ano pa yung mga freebies na mabibigay mo sa kanila and promos. So, marketing plan is so important. And lastly, financial plan. Dapat computed mo lahat up to the toothbrush na ibibigay mo sa mga guests. My plan is to buy property here in Antipolo and sa mga locations na talagang perfect yung Airbnb. Please follow us at Introverts In Management at IG, Facebook page, and also Google Maps.
Dedikasyon at dagdag kaalaman. Dalawang bagay na susi para sa mga business owners na nagsisimula pa lamang o sumusubok sa bagong industriya. Up next, sagot kita. Welcome back to Negosyente. At simula sa linggong ito, makakasama natin ang paborito kong kumare, si Maring Matanong.
Ate Roda, ito yung tanong ko. Paano ko ba malalaman tamang iniisip kong negosyo o produktong ibebenta ko? May tamang panahon ba para dito?
It's not that easy nga naman to spot or identify an opportunity pagdating sa negosyo. Ito ba yung tinatawag nilang opportunity scanning? Alamin natin yan sa ating guest expert sa araw na ito, who's been in the business for more than 30 years. Ang CEO at presidente ng Milken Group of Companies, Mr. Richie Cuna.
Yes, magandang umaga. Good morning, Ma'am Roda, and of course sa ating mga televiewers sa Negosyente. Magandang umaga po.
Maraming salamat sa iyong oras at pagpapaunlak sa araw na ito para makasama ka namin dito sa Negosyente. Sir Richie, alam ko busy ka. You always go out of town. You go around the country. Hindi lang yan you go around the world. Ito ba'y parte ng iyong opportunity scanning na tinatawag? Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng opportunity scanning? Ito ba'y importante na skill na meron dapat ang isang entrepreneur?
Well, una-una, these are what we call oportunidad na dumating sa atin na dapat talaga we are open. We are opening our eyes, our mind, everything to see opportunities around us. So, ito yung sinasabi natin, minsan nasasabi natin timing. Timing to sa sitwasyon wherein nakikita mo ang pwede mo ipasok na negosyo. Una sa negosyo, may tinatawag tayong planning. Ito yung tinatawag kong business planning. So in our case, sa Milken Group, I did a 25 years business plan when we started. And I would be proud to say na nasundan ko to along the path. Tama ang direksyon niya. Of course, along the way, may mga adjustments tayo, may flexibility. But again, alam mo ang direksyon mo all throughout. And yung mga brands na aming binuksan is part of the 25 years program. Ito ay talagang nilagay namin to the point na timing lang ay hintayin natin when we will launch a particular brand. So that has been the direction all these 30 years, Ma'am Roda.
Medyo matagal-tagal talaga ang business planning. Pero ano yung mga pwede nating i-apply na strategies, Sir Richie?
Well, una-una, we should open our eyes for new concepts or new businesses around. Kaya nabanggit ko kanina yung timing because dapat alam mo when to i-launch a particular brand. It's really not just launching it any time of the day. There's always a timing kung kailan natin ilalabas siya. Now, pag sinabi nating oportunidad, ito yung mga needs at likes ng merkado, may it be in the Philippines or globally. May tinatawag tayong mga trending, may tinatawag tayong mga upcoming concepts. These are things na dapat nasa mind natin, nasa puso natin, I would say. These are things na dapat ready tayo to implement or launch anything. Minsan kasi, maingatin tayo sa impulse, Ma'am Roda. Impulse na, gusto ko to kasi nakita ko sa mga kasama ko, they're doing it. I think that should be something na dapat maingat tayo. Because in business, may tinatawag tayong planning. Hindi ka basta sugod na sugod. Chances are, pag sugod ka ng sugod without much preparation, nag-fail tayo. So again, sabi nga nila sa business, these are calculated risks. But again, plano ang importante at timing. All throughout. Like now, siguro kami nasa process naman ng preparing around 1 or 2 brands na ilo-launch. These are in the incubation period. Ito pinagpa-practicean, pinag-aaralan. And hinihintay ko lang is the right timing when to launch it.
Oh, I see. Malinaw yun. There is a process. Step by step na proseso bago maglabas ng produkto or serbisyo or sa pagninegosyo.
Eksakto, Ma'am Roda. Eksakto yan.
Ang importante dyan is business planning. Plano muna. Hindi ang sabi mga kanina, it's not just kapag naisip mo, and then, gagawin mo na kagad. Pinag-aaralan.
Minsan, itong mga konsepto namin, it takes weeks, months, or years yan. Umaandar sa isip namin yan. Pero, may preparation Hindi naman to overnight. these things that we were launching all these 30 years, hindi ito overnight, no? These are things na pinaghandaan, pinag-aralan, inobserve, a lot of evaluation, a lot of screening, I would say. Pero kagaya ulit-ulitin ko, to my third time, hinintay ko yung right timing to launch it.
Biggest takeaway sa ating pag-uusap ngayon, yung right timing. Maraming salamat sa'yo. Alam ko masyado kang busy na ako. Talagang ang kaibigan kong ito ay talagang kaibigan dahil kahit na masyado siyang busy, as I said, pinagbigyan po tayo sa ating interview sa araw nito. Maraming salamat sa'yo, aking kaibigan, Mr. Richie Cuna. Sa bawat negosyo, may buhay na nagbabago. Yan ang mga kwentong mapapakinggan natin dito lamang sa The Good Stories with Sonja Kalit, brought to you by SM Supermalls.
Ang bahaging ito ay hatid sa inyo ng SM Supermalls.
Just last year, nagbukas ang startup market dito sa SM City, Iloilo, dito sa lower ground floor ng North Point area. At kasama ko ngayon ang may-ari ng Pies Are Hot, Miss Joy Villaruz. Hi, Miss Joy.
Good afternoon, Miss Sonja.
Hi.
Thank you for inviting me here.
Of course. You know, I wanna try your pies, pero mamaya na, I wanna know all about Pies Are Hot. Paano nagsimula ang Pies Are Hot?
You know, it started as a hobby. We really gusto talaga namin mag-bake, di ba? Like during the pandemic, walang pasok, walang trabaho, so we were baking a lot. Tapos my son said that why don't we try selling, benta natin, di ba? And, you know, I just want to try kasi ang liit lang ng oven namin, di ba? And like we were having so much fun as a family. Kaya lang, 3 lang kami. Ako, yung husband ko. 2 yung anak ko, but the other one is still very young. So my older child, like he's 18, like he said that, I asked him, like, are you going to help us? Like, kasi we couldn't do it like just the 2 of us.
Yeah.
It's okay, yeah. He said he's going to help, and he was the one who was rolling the dough. It was a really heavy job during that time. So yeah, it started during the pandemic, and we just used social media as a platform to introduce our product to other people. Yeah, luckily, like I think a lot of people liked it.
Yeah, so from a family hobby, it generated income for you, and then umabot kayo dito. But before I ask you how you got here in SM, I would like to ask, how different po are your pies from other pies? What sets it apart?
Iloilo City is popular for buko pies, right? Our favorite was apple pie, and we wanted to sell that first, right? So it was all about apple pies, and luckily, like we could get apples from here, from the local market during that time. And our dough doesn't have eggs on it, so there's no worry about allergies. Well, for one, I'm a bit allergic to eggs also, right?
Okay.
So I couldn't eat eggs.
Kaya pala sabi mo kanina, yung crust talagang it falls apart, na talagang
Yes.
madaling kainin kasi walang eggs.
Yes. That's
Ayan.
why we understood before na we couldn't really please everybody kasi sanay sila sa may eggs niya.
Oo.
Pag na-slice mo yung pies, like, it doesn't break so easily. Kaya ang pies namon, like, it's really flaky. Nung pinasok kami ni Miss Algie dito, like 3 months ago, we realized na, parang sustainable naman talaga siya. You know, SM Startup Market is an opportunity for startup businesses like ours to realize if our business is sustainable or not. And if it is, then, you know, maybe we could lease out permanently in SM City. My whole family is dreaming about that now, right? So maybe in the future we could stop what we're doing, some other things, like, right? And then just focus on the business.
At maging pasalubong na
Yes,
talaga ang
yes.
Pies Are Hot, di ba? Alright, Miss Joy, please invite our viewers to come check out Pies Are Hot.
Hello everyone. We're just here in SM City now. We bake fresh pies every day, so every day you can buy them here, like hot and freshly baked.
Yay!
Ang bahaging ito ay hatid sa inyo ng SM Supermalls.
More good stories coming your way in partnership with SM Supermalls. Tuloy-tuloy lang tayo sa paglikom ng kaalaman at naiibang inspirasyon sa pagsisimula at pagpapalago ng negosyo. Ako si Rhoda Castro Kaliwara na naniniwalang pag may negosyo, may trabaho. See you next week.